Hey everybody, Billy from Billy's Bike Adventures. Thanks for tuning in today and watching my video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, you can do so. Bottom right hand corner, just down there, there's a subscribe button. Click that, that'll give you access to all my other videos. It's an absolutely fantastic, beautiful blue sky, crispy day today. Not a cloud in the sky, the sun is out, but it's very cold. And it's cold just before the snow gets here in Cambridgeshire. I thought I'd come out today on my bike and just share with you a couple of tips that were shared with me when I first started out on adventure motorbiking. They're not major things, and most of you that have been riding for a number of years will probably have already done these things, but if you're just starting out on adventure bikes, you've just got your adventure bike, I'm going to show you a couple of things that'll help you when you're out on dirt tracks like I am today, just to keep you and your bike safe. Two bits of advice I was given when I first started out on adventure motorbikes. They focused around the side stand and the foot pegs. So let's talk about the foot pegs first of all. Standard equipment that comes with your bike, you would normally have the rubber inserts on your pegs, the comfort inserts they call them, and you would have these as standard. Now when you're out on tracks like this and it gets very wet, dirty and muddy, that wet mud is going to flick up onto your rubber inserts of your foot pegs, make it very, very slippery. Might lower your confidence when you're standing up on the pegs a little bit. Take those rubber inserts out. I would recommend that you do this anyway, even when you're out on the road. When these get wet, they get a bit more slippery, especially when they're mixed in with mud. So what I would do, I would take those out, keep them. You obviously want to put them back in if you do end up selling the bike. But I would take those out, don't use them. You don't need them for your boots. There's no difference with the comfort to the comfort that you're standing on with your boots. The boots are thick enough soled that you don't really feel the difference between having a rubber insert in or out. So take them out, have more confidence when you're standing up on the pegs on muddy, dirty tracks such as this. So that's the foot peg sorted out. What about the side stand? Well, the other piece of kit you're going to need, especially if you're going to take your bike off-road onto dirty tracks. Now today's not too bad, the track is dry, this dirt track is dry. But when it's been wet and it's been raining, these dirt tracks get a little bit softer, and the foot pegs are quite, the side stand, the foot plate on the bottom is actually quite small. Weight of the bike, especially these bikes, 200 kilos or more, pushing down on that side stand, it's going to start to sink into the mud. You run the risk then of your bike falling over and damaging your bike. So what you're going to need to get is a good foot plate for your bike. Now, I use a particular brand called Camel Toe. No, not that Camel Toe, very much a different kind of camel toe. That one will get you into trouble. This one will help keep your bike out of trouble. Now, obviously other foot plates are available, and you can get those online. But this foot plate I particularly like. I like the brand, I like the colouring of it, and it's a KTM orange as well, so I quite like it from that perspective. But no matter what brand you get, do get a foot plate for your bike. It'll stop the bike falling over and your side stand sinking into soft mud when you're out on dirt tracks, and it'll stop your bike getting damaged. The other thing you can do, of course, is take unnecessary items off your bike, such as pillion foot pegs. You don't need these on your bike unless you're actually going to use them. So I've put mine back on because I'm actually selling my bike, but normally I have these off. So take them off. Every little bit of weight helps. It doesn't make that much of a difference in the whole scheme of things, of 220 kilos for a KTM like this, but every little bit helps. So take unnecessary items off your bike that you don't need, makes the bike a little bit lighter. So I hope you found that useful today. So don't forget, take the rubbers out of your foot pegs and get a foot plate or a foot plate for your side stand. That'll just help make you safer when you're out and about on muddy, wet dirt tracks. And also don't forget to take unnecessary weight off your bike, like the pillion foot plates. I hope you found that useful today, especially if you're starting out in the adventure motorbiking world like I was a few years ago. Found these very, very useful and not something that I naturally thought of. So if that was useful, give me a thumbs up. Also share with somebody else that might find these useful, in terms of those friends of yours that are starting out in the adventure bike world. We all had to start somewhere. So share it with those, and also don't forget to subscribe. Bottom right hand corner, just down there, there's a subscribe button. Click that. That gives you access for all the other videos on my channel. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to get out, enjoy the rest of this blue sky, cold, crispy day, and see you again very soon.